Skinner, you'll pay for what you've done. You'll pay in hell.
Okay, a bit dramatic for sure. So, in this video, I'm here to throw myself at the mercy of my audience. I've been living in a bit of, and I want to apologize for using the word hell. I don't want to offend anybody through the use of that word, but it kind of illustrates where I've been a bit, trying to get to a decision on my next telescope. I want to fill a gap, and I want to be able to shoot galaxies during galaxy season. And my Zenithstar Z61, fantastic scope, but it's a wide field scope and a 360 millimeter focal length. It's really limiting when it comes to galaxies in particular. I stepped through the galaxies listed in the Messier catalog and compared different focal lengths, trying to get it to a decision of what should be my next scope. So I've made a decision, but before I get into what the actual decision is, and maybe I'm just traded one hell for another hell, and this again is why I'm throwing myself at the mercy of my audience for your feedback and everything. But I made the decision nonetheless this morning. And so let's kind of step through, give you a little bit of perspective of where I've been. The first thing I was looking at, let me bring up the browser. The first thing I was looking at, and again, I am using William Optics because I have a William Optics Zenithstar 61. I know it might be a premium brand in the sense that you could get better values, but I'm just trying to keep things in perspective. Budget was clearly a consideration, so I wanted reach. I already have the two cameras, ASI 533MC Pro and the ASI 294mm Pro, so I have that. I've got two mounts, with one of the mounts being the Skywatcher EQ6R Pro. So that was kind of one of my constraints. I needed something that I could successfully mount on my EQ6R Pro, is within the weight payload capacity of that mount, and where I could expect to get some good guiding using that mount. And so I was looking, there was a person the other night at Blue Canyon Airport that had a Fluorstar 132, beautiful telescope for sure, had some reach out to I think about 900 and something, 925. Okay, so I looked at that scope as a potential, more the focal length as a potential next option, and then I also looked at the FLT 120 with its 780 millimeter focal length, and I spent time in astronomy tools bringing up different galaxies in the Messier catalog and looking at, what would these images look like given the two cameras that I have right now. And, so I kind of went back and forth, but, at $4,100, at $3,200, and then I'd still have to add a autofocuser and some things to that. And, I'd only be able to get out about, 900 and whatever on the 132. And this would really, I think, push the weight limitation of my EQ6R, although the person I met said they imaged for a year with this scope on their EQ6R Pro, and it worked out for them. They've since upgraded to, I think it was a Gem 70 that the person is using now. So anyway, I was looking at the Celestron 8-inch Edge HD, and so I was comparing the FLT 120, FLT 132, and the Celestron 8-inch Edge HD in astronomy tools for the various targets, galaxies in the Messier catalog, and I just kept getting pulled back to this scope here, and I think we're at 2032 on the focal length. And I know I'm a beginner, second year beginner, and I know there's a lot of issues as you start going out to the longer focal lengths. But, and again, this is why I'm throwing myself at your mercy for your, you know, am I going to continue to be living in hell? I've just traded one hell for the other hell. The decision is made, so I don't have to worry about what my next scope is. But now this next scope is, I'm going to have a lot of worry. You know, is it going to be a hellacious experience, or am I going to rise to the challenge and make it work? And again, you know, this goes back to December 2020 when I decided to get into astrophotography in the first place. What I was looking for most out of astrophotography was challenges and an opportunity to learn. I'm the happiest when I'm learning, and clearly through my refractor experience, getting up and running in the first year and now entering my second year, every day you can learn. I mean, and that is enjoyable to me. And so now, you know, having lived the refractor side, and I'll still use the refractor. Again, I've got two mounts, the HEQ5 Pro that the Z61 will be mounted on, and then I'll place this on the EQ6R Pro. And so, you know, I wanted to continue to learn, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes. And I know, you know, I've done some research, and, you know, I know seeing has to be more perfect in a sense, or better with this type of focal length. I know you have to worry about flexure more, collimation, although Metro Guide is probably what I am going to give a shot to try and do the collimation. So there's just a whole host of factors that I'm going to have to grapple with and deal with. But again, going back to December 2020 when I said, okay, I want new challenges. I want something that's going to require me to learn. I want something that's going to keep my brain active and engaged as I age in retirement. This kind of fits the bill. And hopefully I'll wind up getting a few good images. I mean, I'm not looking to win awards with my images. I'm just looking to produce something that's pleasing to me, and, you know, I share with a few friends and family, and they go, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, and I like sharing more as a process of helping educate them about what's out there in the cosmos that they may not be thinking about when they get all wrapped up in the issues of the day down here on Earth. I think there's some things that are just greater than those issues. I mean, those issues are real, but in a sense, might be trivial compared to what could happen to us based upon us spinning through space. Anyway, so, you know, I'm sure I've just signed up for a lot of learning, a lot of failure along the way, a lot of making incremental adjustments, incremental improvements. OAG is going to be a new experience for me, but the way I look at it, I'm not afraid to fail. And also, if other people can do it, you know, I've always kind of taken the approach, I can do it too. I'm a slow learner. It takes me a while to get up the ramp, but once I get there, I'm pretty much can move along at a pretty good pace. So, you know, I've just put a bunch more on my plate. I'm still learning Pix Insight. There's things I'm still learning about my refractor and how to improve guiding. But why not? Throw some more stuff on the fire. And again, so maybe I'm just, you know, just put myself right back in hell. You know, I made the decision, so that's done with, but maybe I've just, you know, put my foot right back in the fire, back in the Inferno. So we'll see. So let me just share real quickly what I've ordered and give you some idea on the pricing. Again, this $15.99 was kind of attractive compared to the prices for, you know, the larger refractors, you know, and, you know, maybe I'm going to put myself in trouble because I was going for a lower price. But the other thing, I'd like to get some experience on the reflector side of the equation, having had some experience on the refractor side of the equation. So let's kind of go. On the other thing is I went with OPT. They had 2 pre-order slots available, so if I placed the order, I could grab one of those slots, and they were shooting for an end of August delivery. Otherwise, the information they were getting from Celestron was the next tranche of availability would be all the way out in April 2023, and that had put me past the upcoming Galaxy season. So, and I really wanted to image year round. I enjoy the process of imaging, the learning experience. So I just wanted to put myself in a position to continue to image year round when the nebulas kind of disappear. My Z61 was just not enough focal length to do any justice to the smaller galaxies that are out there. So, all right, so here's what's on the order, and here's some of the pricing. And these are the pieces here. Again, I went with the 0.7x focal reducer, and also the ASI 290mm camera, and the ZWO off-axis guider. And then there's some various spacers and adapters here that are part of the order. I also then ordered the ZWO EAF. I have that, one of these on my Z61. I know that the Edge HD 8-inch is a different animal in a sense, but I thought I would start here. There are probably better autofocusers that I could get, maybe a Moonlight, and there's been other brands that I've become aware of, but I'm going to start here. And so, maybe it's going to be an iterative process. I'm going to give, I may not be optimizing my electronic focuser, but it's my starting point because it's within my budget. So at 260.92 and 278, 2,786. That puts me around, in the $3,100 range, which was what I felt I could afford right now to experience a new learning opportunity on the reflector side of the equation. So, I'm here to throw myself at your mercy. Give me your thumbs up, give me your thumbs down, give me some pointers, point out resources I might want to look at. If you really just want to comment, oh my God, you shouldn't have done it, go for that as well. I can handle it, but this is where I'm headed, and I always like to give the audience a heads up of what's coming down the road. And while I won't receive this equipment until the end of August, beginning of September, I'll continue to shoot wide field in the meantime with the Zenithstar 61, so I'll be producing content and images to share with you on the channel. But at least I'm headed down this road, and I'll be up front and straight with you. I show you the good and the bad, and so can a second-year beginner put together the knowledge to make a success out of their purchase of the Celestron Edge HD 8-inch. So I'm very curious. Will I be able to do it or not? But I know I'm not afraid of failure, that's for sure. And I've always taken the attitude, if other people can do it, I can do it too. Now, again, maybe they put a different configuration together with a better focuser and some other things that I may not have done. So it makes my challenge maybe more difficult than them. But I do think I've got a good starting point with my Skywatcher EQ6R Pro mount. I think that's a good mount. It's guiding well. So I think it'll pair well with this 8-inch Edge HD. So that's one thing. And I think my ASI 294mm camera may work. I don't know that I could fit my filter wheel in there. So how I'm going to handle filters yet, because I've read a lot about the back focus challenges and those type of things, so I'll have to sort those things out. But I do have the ASI 533 MC Pro with its 3.76 pixel size. I know that's really requiring me to have, if I pair that camera with this, I think I really have to have extraordinarily good guiding, but I'm up for that challenge because I think I've got a good mount that can help me accomplish that. And then, as always, seeing is going to be a limiting factor, and probably more so with this scope than with my Zenithstar 61. So, I don't think I'm completely in the dark, but I've weighed the pros and the cons, and I want to try to go for that extra reach. I want to image some galaxies and and those type of things. So again, let me have it. I can take it. Other than that, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Your comments are always appreciated. And other than that, clear skies, and see you next time.